Hi guys, my name is Chloe Pusey and I'm a senior at Manhasset High School and a Girl Scout. Ever walk around your school and wonder who these people are? Well, they're your music teachers for orchestra, band, and chorus. There are many opportunities for music in all three of these areas. Let's see what Mr. Capodicasso, Mrs. Myers, and Mrs. Faltings have to say about band, orchestra, and chorus.
The most important thing about music to me as an elementary chorus teacher is just giving the kids a joyful experience and developing relationships with me and their peers in a setting that is different than the regular classroom setting. Yeah, so music is very therapeutic, so I think it's extremely beneficial to young children and adolescents. Just again, in the music classroom, we're doing a lot of group work and singing, moving, playing instruments. So it's just very therapeutic. My favorite part about teaching chorus is when we put everything together at the concerts and just looking at the students right up on stage and seeing their happiness and joy and how proud they are of their final product. Music education has impacted my life as a whole because from a very young age, my parents had me studying the piano and I wanted to quit, and I stuck with it, and then my piano teacher in high school really pushed me to go to college for music ed. And once I stepped foot in the classroom in college with classroom observation hours, I just knew this is what I was meant to do. I was meant to work with elementary age students and share my love and passion for music with them.
You know, teaching at the elementary level, one of the most important things is, of course, is introducing students to music and to different types of music. And of course, my venue is instrumental music. So I think it's really important to have students at such a young age to be able to learn how to play an instrument. It's the most opportune time for kids to start learning in 4th grade. And then just to see them develop over a course of time, from not knowing how to open the case to their first performance at the end of 4th grade, and continuing through 5th and 6th grade. Aside from learning how to play an instrument, it benefits them because they're being exposed to something that they have not been exposed to before. Learning how to play an instrument, learning how to perform, learning how to integrate with other students in the team setting, so to speak, because playing in an ensemble is definitely a group effort. As a whole, I think it's one of the most rewarding things that I've done, both personally and professionally. I can't think of doing anything else, maybe aside from performing, which I still do. But I think that looking back, there's nothing else that I would have wanted to do. I think that I've made a difference. It's really rewarding when students come back to me from high school, and when graduating from high school or just about to graduate from high school, or if they're in college or done, and said, Mr. C, I really appreciated what you did. I can't, you know, your class was one of the best classes that I've ever taken. And it's not so much that, you know, I find it, oh yeah, you know, I'm a great teacher, but just to know that I was able to impact the student in a positive way.
I would say the most important thing is building a sense of community with the kids, giving kids a safe space to come. I have a lot of kids that are here at lunch and recess like every day. This room has given them ownership. This program has given them so much ownership. They really run everything themselves in here, between organization, what we're playing for next year, how the rehearsals are run. I love the sense of we're a team. You know, building upon that every year, and you know, seeing the younger kids become the older kids and taking on that sense of ownership. I think it could benefit them by giving them individual goals. It's really easy to taper everything to individual students, so like showing their growth from point A to point B, but that looks different for every student. So some students are going to go from point A to point D, some students are going to go from point A to point M. I really love that. And then the team building, you know, we're a team, you know, making sure that we're all coming together and we're all doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. You know, my favorite moment is at the beginning of every year, the rising 5th graders, they have this moment where they go from being a beginner 4th grader to like a 5th grader and the music is a lot more challenging. And every September they all look at me like deer in headlights, like what is happening? How are we gonna do this? And there's this magical moment that happens like beginning of November where everything just clicks, and just seeing like how encouraged that makes them, like just how much they learn in such a short amount of time based on an entire year of like fundamentals and the basics, that every year it's the best. But as a kid, I wanted to become a music teacher and wanted to do music because I saw how excited and passionate my teachers were, and that was so inspiring to me. I just loved watching them get into it and get excited, and you know, when something would click with us, they'd be like, yes, 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 that's it. You know, and then obviously I've made lifelong friends through music. I met my husband through music. We met in conducting class. You know, I still play to this day. Like that sense of, I was talking earlier about community before, like that sense of community never goes away. Still have that. Yeah, I get to do what I love every day.
After hearing about these options from teachers, we can't wait to see what you choose to pursue in elementary school and middle school.